was supposed to tell y'all this story. Wow, that's crazy. Hey guys, Aaliyah here, and welcome to my channel. So, I know y'all probably gonna be like, why is this girl sitting in the dark? Well, Halloween is this week, so what wouldn't be a better way to end off the month by telling y'all my ghost experiences. So this isn't just one direct story time, this is multiple stories. Now this is for my people who believe in ghosts, who believe in spirits. If y'all didn't know, I'm a very spiritual girly. So animal life path number 11. So I'm very in touch with the spiritual world. So a lot of crazy stuff happens to me, all starting back to my family. I was never told that I can't tell any of these stories, so I'm gonna tell y'all. Okay, this is the tea. Let me get my little pillow so I can be boosted up so y'all can actually see me. So I want y'all to see the smoke, but I don't think y'all gonna be able to see smoke. But this is my ghost story times with Miss P, me Patterson. So this gets started. So we're gonna start back all the way from the first time my grandma told me about something. Well, this is not the first time, but this is like a story that she told me from her childhood, from what happened to her. Well, I'm not gonna do strictly ghost stories. We can do spooky stories. Yeah, so spooky. So back in the day, my grandma told me when she was younger, when she used to stay in Michigan, it was these ladies that was jealous of her mom, which is my great grandma. So I heard like these ladies, they knew that my great grandma was like really close with my grandma, or at least those was the one, her and her brother, I think those were the only ones that she had around like the most, because I think they were a little younger in age. So basically it was these ladies that were jealous of my great grandma, and they said in order to get her, they were going to get her through her kids. So they put something on my grandmother. My grandma said like ever since like that happened, I think they put like something in her Kool-Aid. Oh shit. I don't think I was supposed to tell y'all this story. Wow, that's crazy. Very spooky. That was not supposed to happen, y'all. What the fuck? See, this is a clear sign. Because the freaking incense wasn't even next to the freaking flame, and I cut half of the wick off. Just so that wouldn't happen. Ain't that about a blimp? So y'all can see right here and there. Let me put my crystals right next to this. Anyways, like I was saying, the lady, she put a curse on my grandmother through her Kool-Aid, and from there my grandma said like she was negative. That's what I was saying. So I think they had put something in my grandma's Kool-Aid, and she said from that moment like she was never the same. Like she got really bad anxiety, like she lost, like she had no anxiety or no time to have friends, and like it messed up like her health or something. Like something happened to her, like where she had like a, I don't remember. I don't want to tell y'all the story and then it's wrong, but something happened and it just messed her up. So she was like, they went to the spiritual doctor and they told her to take a spiritual bath because they put something over her. And she was like, when she took like that spiritual bath, like a whole bunch of like negative energy like came out, and I was like, wow, that's so sad. Now back to the other scary stuff. So this happened when my great grandmother died. I'm just going off my memory because I know like that's far from like the 70s to like, how old was I? I was like 5 when my great grandma died. So like 2008, 2009. Yeah, I think my little sister was born, so probably like 2009. But we were staying in Michigan at the time. And my mom, she used to be like really, really big on like the psychics, the spiritual ladies, the gypsies and stuff. So I remember like being around this stuff like my whole life. I remember going to the lady houses, my mom getting them readings and stuff like that, because it's a big scene in Michigan. But my mom, when my great grandma died, she went to this lady and she was like, great grandma, like, well, grandma, I'm not scared of you. Like, you can come. I'm inviting you over, your spirit over. Why? When this lady did this, nothing was ever the same. I seen my first spirit when I was 5. I remember this vividly. This is after she did that. Like, I think probably like a week later. I was getting ready for school in the morning. I'm brushing my teeth in the bathroom, and I see this black figure walk by me. Like, it was a black man with like a coat. He had on a hat, and it was just a black shadow, and he walked inside the wall. And I stood there and I froze because I'm like, bro, what the fuck? So that happened. Then like I remember having like really vivid dreams then. So I was like, okay, that was weird. Fast forward a bit, we moved to Georgia. I think that was the only time I seen like a spirit, and when I was younger. Yeah. What else? So fast forward, we moved to Georgia and we were staying in these apartments. It was me, my sisters, my grandma. No, was my grandma staying with me at the time? No, I don't think my grandma. She wasn't here yet. She was still in Michigan. But not here. I don't even stay in the States no more. She wasn't in Georgia yet. She was still in Michigan. But my auntie stayed with us with my 2 cousins. And this house was haunted too. I swear, ever since my mom did that spirit, you can come, every spirit been following us literally everywhere we moved to. So we get there, and it's like at night, you know, when you're younger, you have those like animated toys that talk, like when you press the buttons. We would be in a room at night, and we would hear like my little sister, she had like this one of those little dogs, and that thing would go off every night, and nobody would be touching it because it's in a closet. So it got to the point where I would personally shut the dog off, like turn it on the off switch, and yet it would still go off. So I'm like, bro, this is weird. Then I didn't have my Furby then, but I know that toy would like go off every night. Creepy. So then fast forward, where did we live after that? That apartment didn't have any ghosts, but this one did. So this was in Stone Mountain. This was like the last apartment we moved to. So in this apartment, it was really creepy. So it was, once again, it was me, my sisters, my mom, my grandma, and my cousins and her kids. My auntie and her 2 kids. And at the time, my cousin and my little sister, they're around the same age. They were born in the same year and everything. But like they would wear their little school uniforms, like after school, it'd be like 6 o'clock. And we would all see like this little girl that would be with them. Like, I don't think they ever interacted with her. I don't even think they would remember this. But we would always see like this little girl running around the hallway. And one time I followed her thinking that it was one of my sisters. I go in the room, it's nobody there. I seen it, my auntie seen it, everybody seen it. We all knew this little girl. But like we only seen the back of her, no face. This apartment was really creepy. So my mom, she was pregnant when we moved. Well, before we moved into this apartment. But she had my youngest sister when we were there. And it's like, I don't remember. I know around this time I was in like 6th grade. So I would be in the room, and at this time I would go to school every day. But it got to a point where I would get like these excruciating headaches every single day for no reason. Like, it was weird, but like I would have like the worst pain ever to the point where I can't go to school. But I remember this one day, I had a headache. I was trying to get up for school, but like on my mom's door, I seen it like with dripping blood. Like, it was dripping blood, like real life. I seen it with my own eyes. It wasn't really there, but I seen it. So that freaked me out. I don't think I went to school that day, even though that would have been the perfect excuse to get my ass out of the house, but I didn't. But anywho, this is like around time when my mom's pregnant. So after my mom has the baby or whatever, she's like, when she was a newborn, she seen a spirit pick my little sister up and like hold her over her, but it was like a demonic spirit. So that was weird. Then I think somebody got like murdered in front of our apartment like a few weeks after that, or like a few days after that. So it was just like time to go, because that was creepy. But that house had a really bad energy over it. Next, we moved to where I used to stay in Georgia. And at this house, the spirits, they would just talk to us. Like, they would just call our names or like mimic other people. I remember it was Christmas, like the night of Christmas, and we had my mom, she used to work at a nursing home. So she would bring back the stuff from the dead people, bring it back to our house. And we would tell her, like, this stuff has spirits on it. We're telling you it has spirits. She don't listen up. So we had this recliner at this house. And is this the recliner that's in my room? No, I think that was the recliner that was in her room. It's not the one that was in my room. That was a new but old, because that also came from a dead person. But yeah. So it was this chair, this recliner, and it was like the day after Christmas, or it was Christmas Day, and I remember walking like towards the room, and I seen Krampus. Like, it was a big devilish looking man just sitting on the couch, and I was like, okay. And I remember this one time, like, I was in my room. I'm not making none of this stuff up, by the way. Like, I can say this because I vividly remember, like, this shit happened. Excuse me. So yeah, I seen like this devilish figure just sit on the couch, but then it went away. But I remember telling my grandma about it. I think I brought some spirits in by saying that, but they're good spirits. I just seen like a little yellow light. But yeah, I seen that, and that freaked me out. Then I would have like sleep paralysis. Like, I swear one time, like, it felt like I got lifted up. I'm not really sure if I did, because I was half asleep this night, but it felt like something was like physically lifting me out of my fucking bed, like on some Conjuring type stuff. So that was that was weird. Fast forward to the next house, which was next door. That house, I think the ghosts, they would just like talk to us. Like, we would just hear stuff, we would hear footsteps, but I don't ever recall like seeing anything. But I just remember hearing it. Like, my grandma would always complain about like the ghosts bothering her, or like she could see stuff, so she would see it. So that was that one. And finally, this is the house where I just left from. Now, this house, I knew this house was haunted since the day that we moved in. Like, it just gave off weird vibes. So this is also the house where I had my spiritual awakening. So it was like June, and I remember like just being in my room, and it was the daytime. But at first, these ghosts started off by like mimicking my family's voices. But my grandma always told me, like, never listen when a ghost is calling your name. So I would go physically find them and be like, hey, were you just in my room calling me? And they'll be like, no. So I'll be like, I knew it. I knew it just wasn't you. But anywho, it was like June 2020. I was in my room, and it was like 6 p.m. and I heard something tell me like your time is up or your time is now. Now this time I kept having dreams about me dying. Now I've been having those dreams a lot recently now. I'm not scared because of what happened after I had those dreams then, but even other people are having those dreams too, and it was just a rebirth of me. So I think now, even since we're in Scorpio and it's eclipse season, I'm going through another rebirth. But yeah, I kept having those dreams of that, and I freaked out once that happened. And I remember like my mom, me, her, and my best friend, we were coming from Michigan, and she was like telling us all these like ghost stories. I don't really remember the conversation. I could ask her if she remembers, but I'm sure that she doesn't either. But yeah, all that happened, and then like these ghosts, I would be in bed and I would have like this long charger on my bed because like the way my room was set up. So I would feel like my charger getting caressed down my leg. And my charger shouldn't have been moving. And it wasn't me kicking it or nothing. So that was weird. Or they would just like caress my thighs and stuff. And it's like, it's so freaking weird. Because like, why are you doing that? Then, yeah, they would just touch me. Like, I honestly think those ghosts were molesters. But my mom, she brought back more stuff from nursing home. And these was some chairs. And we told her, these chairs got spirits. Like, they look like they gonna get up and walk. Like, no funny shit. Those chairs had spirits. And, like, my grandma, she would see, like, this man walking down the stairs or, like, walking in the kitchen. Have I seen any ghosts physically in my house? I've seen spirit guides. And that's only because having a special friend come by, they did not like him. Like, they did not like him at all. So they would pop up and like drop stuff, or like you know, I stayed in the South, so cockroaches would come about. I never have cockroaches in my room until this boy shows up. Like, they'll be in the bathroom because, you know, it's a window and stuff there, but they never show up in my room. But they show up when he there. It's embarrassing, but the spirit guys that's in my room, they did not fuck with this boy at all. At all. They did not like that I was talking to him still. And I get it, I understand. But they was messed up. Like, for instance, I'm skipping some stuff, but I'll go back to it. This one time, this is really what I want to talk about. He came over and I was doing his hair. And like, we were talking, I had just got a new crystal egg, so we were playing with it. And I was telling him like about how my room, how it caught on fire. Like, not caught on fire, but like the electricity socket was bad. And like, it sparked up in the room, and I can feel electricity currents. So like, I'm not good with sitting like on the back of buses, on the backs of trains. I'm not good with noises. I'm very sensitive to energy. Even though y'all don't have to believe that either, but it's true. Like, I'm a true energy magnet. It's weird. I can't even have my phone like on my person because I can feel the radiation like through my body. But anyways, back to the story. So I was just telling him about that. And at the time, like, it was cold. So we had like the heaters going like in the family room, and my little sister would sleep there. And we were just talking, and he was like, mind you, I went back and forth from out the kitchen a few times. I don't know why, but I just did. This time he asked, like, can I get some water? And I'm like, yeah, sure, you can get some water. But mind you, I just talked to him about my house, my room almost catching on fire. Why, when I go out, I go step foot in the family room, and I can literally feel all of the radiation from that freaking thing, from that heater, through the carpet, like through the thing. Like, if I didn't get up to go get this man some water, my little sister, me, our whole house could have freaking burnt down because it was literally right next to the fireplace. Like, that was so scary to me. But it was like intuition. I don't know if I spoke it into existence or what, but like, but I feel like it only would happen because he was there. They did not want that man in his house. And you want to know what happened? I kicked him out after that because I was just like too shook up. Because I'm like, bro, we were literally just talking about this. God be the witness, because it happened. Then I remember like I would go like to my friend's house sometimes. And my My grandma, she would sleep in my bed sometimes, and she was like, Aaliyah, why I go sleep in your bed? Why something started feeling on me? She was like, they must have thought I was you or something. I'm like, I don't know, grandma. Then there would be times like where I'm sad and like I'll be crying or something, and I just feel like a ghost rubbing me, like comforting me. So that would be nice. They would drop stuff in my room all the time, like no funny shit. They're a little rude, but I be having to cuss them out. Like once you show a ghost, they can't play with you. They don't play with you no more. They still be playing, but they don't play with you no more. Like for real, for real. But yeah, I be having to go off on them because like, why are you touching my stuff for? I think it's one here. I'm not gonna lie, I think it's one here because my stuff be falling sometimes, and then y'all seen how that thing caught on fire when I start talking about stuff. Yeah, but I haven't been bothered or nothing yet. But those are my ghost. Oh, okay. This one. So this happened. Me and my little sisters, like, we would get a ghost hunter, right? So we would go, like, just a little app, just for fun, and we would like put it around the house. And in the basement, remember I told you my mom used to work at a nursing home. You know, nursing home equivalent to like the rich white folks that be like still racist. So those spirits, they was racist. And why once we moved all the furniture, like she gave it away to like my cousins. Why we don't have those same problems no more? Since that furniture been gone. Like it's still a ghost in the house. Yes, it is. But it's not the negative ghost that was there before. Now the house still, the energy is still off. Like that house is completely off. But the negative ghost was gone for the most part. So I think any spirits is left is just from what the folks in the house carry. But I know me and my ghost, it was cool. But like some nights I would hear, like I would just be in my room. I was downstairs by myself, but I would just be in my room, and I would just hear like chitter chatter, but I can never make out the words. But I just hear like chitter chatter, and like they be having a whole group conversation. I even got video proof of like this one time, like I was in my sister's room, I was twerking, and you can see 3 ghosts leave the room. It was like 2 white ones and then a black one, and I still want to apologize for ruining a meeting. But if I want to shake some yams, then I'm gonna shake some yams. You feel me? But that was that. I think those are all my ghost stories. I'm pretty sure I have more, but I just can't think of any right now. But shoot, this video like 20 minutes long, so I hope y'all enjoy this. And I want y'all to know it's truly no cap in my rap, because I don't got time to sit here and lie to y'all. All of this stuff like seriously happened. I remember it verbatim. I remember it very vividly. If I still had my spam, I would like show y'all like captions of me talking about this stuff. If you've been to my house, you probably know there's spirits there. Yeah, with my spirit guys, we cool. Like I know that they be looking out for me sometimes, like even though when I was doing stuff I had no business doing, they still make sure I was straight. Like even though I don't appreciate this one time, like I was watching the boy was over. We'll talk about him in the future, but he was over, and it was like an anime show going. Why was one of them watching us do? Like I seen this big yellow orb. It was just watching, and I kept going because why are you watching? Like I get the point, I get the message, but why is you looking? Is what eyes is trying to figure out. But that's it. Yeah, if I think of anything else, I'll add it. But for right now, I don't. But I hope y'all enjoyed the story times of all of my paranormal activities and incidents. If you want to hear more stuff about like my spiritual side, then let me know in the comments, and I'll definitely give y'all some more videos because I really have some interesting story times. If I get permission from my friend, then I can tell y'all about what happened on Halloween night on no, it wasn't Halloween night, but I can tell y'all what happened in 2020 in October, and this was like a true spiritual sign. But if I don't get permission, then I can't tell y'all. But that's all for me tonight, so I hope y'all enjoy. And with that being said, I called myself Miss P at the beginning, so yeah, Miss P, Miss Patterson, Miss Aaliyah is out. So bye, good night.